How we doing, team? And welcome back to a brand new episode of the Simply podcast. I almost said Simply Sport Pod, but listen,
Oh, he's
it's
messed
fine.
up already.
Myself as well. But listen, we're gonna roll with it because guess what? It's podcast. It's all raw, and it's this is what I'm like real life as well. I say real life. I'm not imaginary right now. I'm just on your screen. But yes, as you can hear, I'm joined by a special guest today. Special guest is none other than Mr. WillJeffs. How we doing today, Will?
You're alright, Spud? Yeah, don't worry, mate. I'll mess up all the time anyway. It's cool. I'm good, thanks. How are you, Spud? You alright?
Great, fantastic, mate.
Good.
So yes, team, if you are new to the podcast, please do consider following on Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon. I'm pretty much everywhere. Anywhere I could put this podcast, I'm putting it. You know, it's probably on your nan's TV. You know, go watch it. Yes, if you're watching this on YouTube as well, please do feel consider subscribing. We just hit 100 subscribers yesterday, so
Go on, Spud.
we're grinding. Yesterday, I did a few live streams yesterday, and it just the subscribers just started flowing in. And it's a whole different experience, like streaming on YouTube, by the way. But
I've never done it.
I decided to kind of move over a little bit because there's a lot of issues with Twitch right now, and it's getting very problematic. Put it this way, it's very unlikely that Twitch is going to be there in the next couple years, unless someone big comes in and buys it and then changes everything. But I feel like that's also an unlikely scenario as well. So YouTube is where I'm starting to move a lot of stuff now. So yes, team, if you are watching this YouTube, do consider subscribing. I'll also leave all Will's socials in the description below, so you make sure you check him out as well. Very funny content creator, as you'll soon find out as well. Definitely.
Yeah, check out my YouTube if Twitch is dying, by the way.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start streaming on there.
Yeah, it's difficult, but once you get the hang of it, it's actually really good. But yes, this is the podcast where I'm trying to get as many people in to kind of interview. You'll find out more about. You've got a nice following on Twitch and on your socials that love your content. And this is the opportunity for maybe them to find out a bit more about you. Opportunity for you to kind of share some stuff that maybe you wouldn't have shared on live streams. So it's my opportunity to ask some questions and truly probe into WillJeffs and find out the questions that everyone wants to know. So yes, without further ado, we're gonna kind of jump into this. And first kind of question I've got overall, it's kind of one I'm probably gonna ask most people, is what got you into kind of the content creation, streaming, YouTube? What did it for you? What made you think that this is the route where I want to progress? Because you are actually trying full time at the moment, aren't you?
I am trying full time. I've gone part time at work, where it's not really going to plan, but I'm just sticking at it while I can.
Listen, yeah. I mean, I'm not bigging myself up here, right? But since James came on the podcast, his views have jumped right up.
Well, you see, 2 months time, Twitch partner.
Listen, there you go. Right. Or YouTube partner, maybe the way to go.
Probably.
Yeah. I mean, first, James is a quality content creator, and he's done that.
Yeah.
More or less himself.
He's been doing class recently.
But listen, if I got one person that came from the podcast to his stream, I'm very happy. So that listen, team, you're watching this, listening to this, go check out Staten15 on twitch.tv/Staten15. Yesterday, he got raided by someone for 700 views.
Wow.
With mental, yeah. I think it's like Zealand or something like that. He's like a big FM streamer or something like that. It was mental. Absolutely mental. But yeah, as I was asking, what got you into content creation?
So I first started content creating, and it was to do with fitness on YouTube, and that's because I was into the gym, and I used to watch a lot of people in Gymshark and just a lot of fitness people. So if you go on YouTube and you type in WillJeffs, you might find a few gym montages of my workouts, which
gym montages.
Are very cringe. Yeah, montages and me just being a bit of a tit in the gym.
Wow.
Lots of best stuff.
I remember watching a YouTube video of yours a while ago, and I think it was like in the life of WillJeffs or something like that. And you did like a kind of vlog. I just remember like I just remember once you were just in your, I don't know if it's your bathroom or something like that. We just like, I don't know if you were showing off the physique or something. I can't even fully remember. I just remember watching it. It was a while ago though that I watched it. Great research from the podcast host, isn't it?
Yeah, nice one.
Aye, but yeah, no, you had these. Listen, it was a really funny video because I still remember it. The fact that I remember it as well shows obviously you like listen. It's
cheers,
I watched the whole video. It was good. But yeah, obviously you mentioned the fact that you are PT as well. I was going to ask you kind of thing. What are the best and worst things about being a PT?
Best part about being a PT is you find out about people's lives. So
all right.
if someone's having an affair, if someone deepest darkest secrets you could think of, they tell you as a PT. Obviously, you can't say them on stream or on a podcast. But it's interesting to know people's lives because I'm a bit of a nosy person.
Yeah. It's funny you say that. I remember a while ago. I used to do counselling and stuff like that, so I used to hear all this kind of stuff as well.
Okay.
There was always like whenever I did it, it was maybe like one person, and then there was two of us in the room, and I was only really assisting. And there was a window to our office. The reason being was because in case anyone brought in a weapon or something like that, it was so the security could jump in.
Blimey.
Yeah. So this one guy came in with his missus, and his missus waited outside. And he comes in and he just starts telling us about all these people that he's shagging on the side. And we can see his missus through the window, and obviously she can't see. We can't say anything because it's confidential. But we're just going, what the hell? And he's literally just come in to get it off his chest and tell somebody about it. And it's just like, Jesus.
So some kind of interview spud and went, yeah, my name's WillJeffs. I'm coming to counselling today, and I've shagged loads of birds.
Yeah, more or less. He's just coming to brag, basically. It's just like, all right, okay, good for you.
Nice one.
And then he just goes, he goes back outside the office and then leaves with his missus.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it was just, oh man, it was it was weird. But yeah, you do hear those like, I mean, wouldn't have thought that PTs get all these secrets and stuff like that.
Yeah, I think people are so comfortable with you. They just tell you all these things. But obviously, that isn't the real good thing. The real good thing is the results people get.
I'd imagine so.
The body transformations. Yeah. Especially with weight loss.
Yeah. So, well, I've been trying to lose weight. I've
seen your face, bud. Getting a bit slimmer.
Definitely not going that way now. After the wedding, they drink the food. Yeah, definitely not going away. And with two Coca-Cola cans in view of the the camera as well, it doesn't bode well for me at the moment. But listen,
San Miguel.
Yeah, San Miguel. Oh my god, Peroni, mate, is the way forward. But no, I've tried a few times. You know what? I'm paying for Bannatynes at the moment, right? And I've put through 2 payments, so 2 months I've been a member, and I've only done the induction. That's it.
Oh, Spuds, you one of them. There's people like you that come to the gym, and we have people like you all the time, and we see them once, and you just see the direct debit flow out, and we never see them again. It's horrible to see.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's money in the pocket, innit? So it's like
yeah, true. I mean, we're not.
I think it'd be fun to kind of know is like how much revenue comes from gyms from people that don't actually go to the gym.
Oh, loads. There must be about the gym I'm at. There must be at least 800 members, and we only really see 300. I reckon.
Jeez, man.
So I reckon at least half the people.
I will say part of that was the reason I'm not being back is the induction was awful, like genuinely awful.
Wow, like Bannatynes for you.
Like I went in, they gave me my wristband and stuff like that, which I thought was pretty cool. You use this for everything.
That's cool.
Yeah, get in. Somebody met me behind the barrier to kind of show me around. Literally took me round the corner from the reception, showed me the stairs that takes me to the gym and the sauna and all that upstairs, and then the swimming pool round the corner. But literally stopped at the hallway and said, "That's the stairs. That's the way to the swimming pool," and that was it.
Nice one.
That was my whole induction for Bannatynes, and I'm just like if I
wow.
I should have for that month. I didn't pay the full price, right? I'd only
Yeah,
paid
yeah.
half. But even if I was paying the 50 odd
Even
quid,
so,
yeah, 50 quid,
yeah, yeah.
you're
You want to be
expecting
showing
better.
around the machines
Yeah,
at
showing how
least.
to use them and stuff like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I remember when I was at the local gyms, or into the council ones.
Hmm.
I was showing how to use all the actual machinery and stuff like that. Kind of general rules of what happens with the weight area, because the weight area was really small. So like the free weights, you had to be quite strategic for when you were wanting
Hmm.
to use them. But like there was just none of that with this, and I'm just thinking it's like from a customer service point of view, like
You
it's
need to get back at Duncan, mate. One of your fellow Scotsmen. Have a word with
yeah,
him.
yeah. Me and Duncan just get around the corner, you know. Just like
I
uh,
had a job interview at Valentine's,
oh yeah,
and I think one of the questions was, "What karaoke song would you sing?" And I said, "Enrique Iglesias' Hero." And then I never heard back from them. So,
I must not like the choice.
obviously not a big fan of Enrique.
I
It's
mean,
fun.
I would have been "Where's the Love" by Black Eyed Peas, easy,
Oh, banger.
and I would have
Tune.
started like literally rapping it away. You know, what's wrong with the world, mama? People living, I ain't got no mama. So I don't know. Right, we'll stop there. Hey, listen, T, but you want to hear that fully? Check TikTok. I've got my
Yeah, we want to hear that.
recording. We've got a clip of it on my TikTok. At Simply Spud, so go check it there. But yeah, obviously we're talking about kind of the PT. What's the worst thing about being a PT?
Lack of sustainable income, because a lot of people just
Mhm.
PT once and then never come back.
Right?
So,
Yeah.
and then it's not like guaranteed income, so you're self-employed. So it is
Yeah.
quite hard. Yeah,
No,
yeah, it is quite hard.
I,
And with
I
lockdown as well, it was really
yeah.
hard.
Lockdown must have been awful.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, because like you wouldn't have had any like sorts of income. So like, would you have even been able to be furloughed or anything like that?
So I was furloughed, so I'm contracted to certain amount of hours that I have to work in the gym, and then on the side a PT.
Oh, right,
So
cool.
yeah, so I was furloughed for 80%, but then obviously that's how I got into streaming, because I thought I've got all this free time.
Yeah,
Didn't
yeah.
expect to make any money,
Hmm.
but just thought why not?
Were you not
Not PT.
were you not streaming a little bit before that as well?
Um, I streamed on Mixer for
Oh, right.
about
Oh,
a
Mixer.
week. Yeah, I streamed off my Xbox, and I had about one viewer, and they
Nice.
found me on Twitch a few months ago. But that was it. Yeah,
Jeez, oh.
before I went on Twitch, that was it.
Well, listen, we've talked about the best and worst thing about PT, right? What's the
Hmm.
best and worst thing about streaming? Right, this is gonna be an interesting one.
Oh,
Because
the best thing about
if we go
I'll
into
go.
worst and then some one of your viewers' names pops up, you know, just thinking of
Oh,
Fergus, you know.
I, Fergus is the worst. Oh,
Yeah.
it is well up there.
Uh,
The worst thing about streaming
yeah.
is, well, back last year I got DDoSed
Oh,
by
I
someone.
remember this. Yeah.
Yeah, for like a month.
Oh,
So I was in a GTA lobby and someone joined just from the chat, and then suddenly everyone just started getting kicked out of the lobby. So I was like, oh, okay, what's going on? And then there was like a new follower that came into the stream,
mm-hmm.
and then I was accusing people of like DDoSing me, which was really bad of me to do. But I was just really angry because my internet was just imploding on itself for a few hours every night. And
Aye.
then I found out who it was, and then they'd come into my stream and they'd say, "Oh, I'm about to hit you off," and then they'd count down from 10, and then as soon as it hit 0, bang, whole internet went off for about 3-4 hours.
Because
Yeah, it was awful.
this wasn't just like a one-off as well. This was like
No,
almost
no, it wasn't.
it was like a month or so, wasn't it? Like it was just
Yeah, it went on for
constant.
about a month.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was with Virgin Media and I called them up loads of times, said they couldn't do anything about it, and then I had to get like a new router and everything from Amazon. Cost me about 100 quid, and then I
Jeez,
found the
oh.
geezer that done it as well,
But,
and yeah.
jeez, oh. It's like did you do anything? Like, can you even report that to the police or anything
I
like
reported it to the police.
that? Right?
It was like a cyber attack, cyber
Yeah.
police, I think it was.
Yeah.
I filed a report, did nothing, so I ended up messaging his mom and his nan on Facebook. So
Wow.
yeah, I'm in a group chat on Facebook with with his mom and nan, and that obviously
You're
didn't
in
go
a
too
group
well.
chat with his mum.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
you just start sharing memes in it, you know, just like.
Oh, honestly, yeah, it was very hostile. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, jeez. Oh, like,
Obviously, they They were like, "Oh, little Timmy's in the lounge. He's just playing his Xbox. We watch him every night." I was like, "Yeah, bollocks. He's DDoSing me. I know who it is." I literally found him through his email address,
Jeez,
and
oh,
it's like, yeah,
that's mad. Like, and
yeah, I
like
know.
I didn't even know fully. Like, well, no, I lie. It's like I did kind of know it was possible because
Mhm.
I seen it with like some of the 11s tournaments and stuff like that, where people were
Yeah.
getting kicked off, and these are like money tournaments as well, where they were getting kicked
Mhm.
off. So yeah, it's like I didn't know it was possible. I mean, you gotta think what's got to motivate people to do that. Like, you mean
I know.
you were just doing GTA lobbies. Like, I mean,
Literally just GTA. I didn't realize how easy it was to get your IP address through GTA lobby. It's ridiculous.
yeah, it's like you can get the IP address from like Xbox parties and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's it.
So like I'm guessing that's obviously well, like, yeah, so just being in the same virtual lobby as somebody just literally
Mhm.
I mean, in fairness, I remember a while back I was playing COD with one of my mates, and we ended up in one of these hack lobbies, and all of a sudden we see all our IP addresses on the screen.
Oh shit.
And yeah, it like I was just like, oh right, that's interesting. Mate was losing his shit at this. He's like, is someone just gonna turn up to my house one day like they bought it? Like he's like, yeah, we've just bought this property off somebody on the dark web. It's like, yeah, that's what. Well, how did that come about? Oh, Call of Duty. Yeah, just bought my house. He was just like, oh, it was it was funny, yeah, but at the same time, it's just like, yeah, I just don't get what people's motivations are to kind of,
Most of the time they don't do anything with it, but
yeah.
sometimes they're just
Sometimes you just
so
want to
malicious.
show that they can,
Yeah, that's it.
and
Yeah, because they had all the viewers that were in the lobby as well, and they just
yeah,
like sent it to me on Xbox messages, like their IP address and stuff. I was like, oh,
mm,
what the hell, man?
geez, oh
But
man, how did you
yeah,
manage
it's
to get the
crazy.
email from that? I'm just asking, just because obviously, like, obviously this could happen to other people, so it's like,
Ooh, yeah.
how kind of thing you went about it?
So Detective Will went on a mission to find this guy. So I had his gamer tag. I looked
Mhm.
at his friends,
Yeah,
and I looked at his friends. He only had a few friends. Went on like his first added friends because I knew that would be like his best mates.
yeah,
One of them had their own name,
yeah,
so I was like, oh, I'll find it on Instagram, Twitter, or Facebook. So I looked on there,
mhm,
found one of them, and then he had like I found him on his friends list, and he had like his gamer tag in his bio, Instagram bio.
right,
I was like, that matches up. So I found it, got his email address from his Instagram because he had it on there,
yeah.
and then I didn't message him personally because he was underage,
Oh,
and
right,
as
okay.
you know, as a guy who's 25, it'd look a bit weird if I'm messaging a
Yeah,
15-year-old.
we
So
bet, yeah.
yeah, I kind of left him out of it and found him on Facebook, and that's how I found his family and stuff. So yeah,
Fair,
bit of
fair.
detective work.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there you go. Like CID WillJeffs, it's
yeah,
just
that's the one.
Geez, always taking up taking over NCIS, Uh, I well, geez, yeah, it's like I said. I mean, I've been lucky enough that through my time on like Twitch and stuff like that, I've not been hit with this. And I mean, I just remember like trying to pop into your streams, and it genuinely was awful because
Yep,
it was like you were
I know.
trying so hard to try and
Hmm.
stream, and it just wasn't happening. Um,
Yeah, and the worst thing about Twitch as well is you can just create a new account on a new
yeah,
IP,
yeah,
and
yeah. It's
you
like
just don't know who it is.
so. Could you do anything in the house internet wise, or was it just like just whenever you
I
went
just
live?
if I just didn't stream, he
Right.
wouldn't do it. But then if I streamed, instant gone.
Jeez,
Yep,
oh well.
yep.
That I mean, yeah, you were telling me as well as like it's it. It's just not great at all. But you were telling me as well you've had other incidences with streaming as well, particularly
Oh,
with the fact that I should add team. Will used to stream in his conservatory. In fact,
mate, conservatory days.
yeah, in fact, it was famous for the fact he used to stream in his
I'll
conservatory.
show my conservatory if you want. It's
Yeah,
well, it's just a conservatory really. But yeah,
it's just a conservatory.
yep. It's just your standard conservatory.
Yep. It's got four walls. Yep,
Yep,
windows
bit of
everywhere. Yeah,
glass. Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah, it was famed as a conservatory. I just remember like you being on like the table and stuff like that. Like,
Yeah, I used
yeah.
to dance on the table. Yeah, and just
I can't imagine
yeah.
mum and dad were too happy about that.
Oh yeah, my mum was fuming because it's like my nan's table from like the 1950s or something. So I'm just like standing on it. But
Oh, geez. Oh, I mean,
I don't think she found out I did it.
all right.
I used to do it when she went to bed
Oh, right. Fair it is.
at night.
I mean,
Yeah.
like, what were your family like? Were you streaming in the conservatory?
So well, I started streaming in lockdown, and you can't really hear anything. It's like soundproof the door from the lounge to the conservatory, so they couldn't hear anything.
Hmm.
But the neighbours, well, I
Right.
didn't think they could hear anything, and then yeah, there's a story about that, which is pretty bad.
Well,
Uh,
feel free to elaborate.
well, it was a hot summer night. People had the windows open, so my neighbours had the windows open. I had my window open by accident in the conservatory, so obviously that let all the sound out.
Yeah.
I was playing foot champs.
Oh
I was
dear.
trying to go back in the days when it was like Elite 3, Gold 1, and it was really sweaty.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
I was going for Elite 3, and I used to get really angry on stream. I don't anymore. I'm really relaxed.
yeah.
And I'm a really relaxed person in real life, but I get angry at FIFA.
Yeah,
And I just started smashing.
like most people. Most people are like that.
Yeah,
FIFA just brings it out in you.
yeah. I started just smashing my controller and just there's a clip somewhere, and just started shouting for about a minute, and then I'm just in my lounge, just on the floor, just venting. Well, whilst I'm streaming, then all I hear is like my next door neighbours going, "That prick's bloody shouting at 2 a.m. What's he doing? Who's he shouting at? Is he shouting at me?" I'm like, "Oh my god!" And my neighbours are lovely as well. Like, it's a family, like really nice. Always got on with them.
Oh dear.
This is about 80. I think it was like 18 months into streaming, and they hadn't had a problem before.
Oh
So
no.
they knocked on my door at like 2 a.m. I
Right.
just didn't answer. I was like, "I'm just not in. I'm just going to pretend I'm not in."
Not in.
And no, my
They've
mom
just
wasn't
heard
in.
you.
Yeah, I was like, "Oh, I'm asleep." I just fell asleep. And then my mom wasn't in, or my sister. So then they knocked the next day, and my mom came back, and they told my mom and everything. And my mom was like, "You never stream in the conservatory again."
Oh
So
dear.
that's why I'm in my lounge.
Oh jeez. Oh man.
So yeah, she let me take over the lounge. To be fair to her, so
No, that is pretty fair. I mean, did they not use the lounge?
no, I don't use the lounge. Everyone's got TVs in the room, so everyone's just really antisocial. I would
Okay.
stream in my room, but it's like Harry Potter.
You know what? That's what I remember from the vlog. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think you showed your room in the vlog, and
Oh, it's terrible. It's tiny.
you
I've had it
couldn't
my whole life.
you couldn't swing a cat in there.
Literally, mate. I
Yeah.
know. Single bed as well.
Well,
If you're in a relationship, you got a single bed. Just don't do it. Just stay single. It's horrendous. It is awful.
But it's just all arms and legs, isn't it? Just
Literally, you have to top and tail with your missus, otherwise, you just got a feet on your head all night. It is horrendous.
Oh dearie me. Well, I mean that's a story and a half. I mean, the conservatory it's seen many things, isn't it?
Yeah, everyone always goes on about the conservatory.
Yeah, including, I believe it or not, famed streamer Pieface.
Oh yeah. Oh god, there's a story of him as well. So,
Yeah.
well, he was one of the main reasons I got into Twitch, was Pieface, because I only used to really watch him on Twitch. I think I followed him after Big Brother, and then that's the only person I watched. I used to go in these like GTA lobbies and accidentally crash into him.
Accidentally.
Got a few clips. I've got a clip of that somewhere where
Jeez,
he just calls me a wanker. Says he's going to ban me.
Listen, we're gonna clip this and then we're gonna put it on Twitter and at Pieface and see if we get a response.
Oh no, he's not. Nah, he came into my stream once, so it was well, first started. It was like 2 years ago. It was like my first birthday on Twitch.
Aye.
And I drank a whole bottle of whiskey on stream.
Oh Jesus!
Yeah, this is like prime lockdown, and for some reason, all my viewers decided to go in Pie's stream and say raid Will, and that that's a really obnoxious thing to do.
Yeah.
To go into someone else's stream and just say to raid someone.
Yeah, 100%.
But I was quite a new streamer, and I was pissed.
Aye.
And I didn't really like. I was like, don't do it, but they all did. And then he didn't raid me.
But bloody fair guess, didn't he?
Yeah, oh, bloody, just blame it on Fergus.
Yeah.
Blame it on him.
Uh,
And then he obviously noticed it, came into didn't raid me, raided someone else, but came into my stream.
aye.
And I was just a bit pissed. And it was just, I think most of the people in my stream at that time were banned in his chat.
Right.
I was just like the banned from Pieface chat.
Oh,
Um,
jeez.
so he just came in there and he was like, oh, I'm never raiding him again. His chat's toxic, so.
Oh, jeez, oh man,
I
that's.
know.
Listen, we tell you what, right? We're gonna clip this. We're gonna put it on Twitter. We're gonna at Pieface. We'll see if we get.
I don't know. I don't
Well,
know. I just try and stay away. To be honest.
yeah, well, I'll tell you what.
Anything like
We'll see if we see if we can get a response. See if we can get a see if we can get you a follow off Pieface. That'd be unreal, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I know a few of his mates. I know like Phil and stuff. Phil FM.
Oh, they.
He's good mates with him. I'm sound with Phil, but
Yeah,
I think we just
listen,
got off on the wrong foot.
listen, chat goes rogue sometimes, so
Yeah, I was very drunk. I don't know what I said. I don't know. I fell asleep on stream.
Well, I'll have to see if he even remembers it. I mean, let's face it, he's been on Twitch for a long, long time.
Oh yeah, he doesn't even know who I am.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. Yeah.
Aye,
Doesn't even know who I am.
oh, he's just this drunk brummie that's in his conservatory, you know, just
Yeah.
oh dearie me. But yeah, I mean, obviously, Pieface is a big Argyle fan as well, and you love your football and all, don't you?
I do. I've been a season ticket holder at Blues from when I was born till about 16.
Mhm.
And I know you're going to mention it, Spud, that I have a soft spot for Man United.
Soft spot, yes.
Yeah, so I used to go to Blues away at United, and that was like I used to go there every season. So I used to watch like United in the prime,
Mm.
and watching Blues when we're not the best, and then watching United,
Yeah,
and going to Old Trafford, and it's like the big stadium, and
yeah.
that's why I've got a soft spot for Man United, basically.
Well, there you go then.
Yeah,
I mean, do you have a United top?
I do have United top.
There you go then.
From 2003. It was signed by Ryan Giggs, John O'Shea, and Roy Keane, and then my mum put it in the wash. So it's not signed anymore, is it?
Oh, Mama Jeffs has just done you dirty.
I know. It literally mugged me off about 50 quid there. Could have been worth something.
Oh, it's that's
fuming.
I think anyone that is listening to this is just felt absolute pain on that one.
Man, John O'Shea's signature.
That is like I've got quite a few bits of signed memorabilia, right? I've just accumulated it through my lifetime, and the fact I've got a few football pals and stuff like that sent me stuff. And I like it's kind of special the fact you got something that's like you're signed by these players that have done this and that. And like the fact though that these are people that don't even Giggs and like Keane obviously don't play football anymore, but they're still ever present in the game right now. And it's just
legends.
Oh man, I mean, if someone had done that with like an Henri or Vieira thing for me, I would have been absolutely raging.
Oh, I'd have booted my mum out of the house. Something like that.
Oh jeez, oh man. I mean, can you imagine if it was Ronaldo?
Oh mate, it was around that time when he first started as well.
Yeah,
I used to go.
Oh well, yeah. I mean, I hate to bring it up, right? I do, right? But obviously, one of the greatest moments, probably being a Blues fan, was that FA Cup final against Arsenal.
I wish it was an FA Cup. Unfortunately, it was a Carling Cup.
Oh, Carling Cup, yeah.
People say it's a bit tin pot. I wish it was an FA Cup.
Yeah,
it's still a major trophy.
As well, maybe if it's FA Cup, Arsenal might have actually won it because we haven't lost a final.
Yeah, it's all the win.
Yeah. I remember
I went to that game.
I remember watching it on the TV, and I believe it was Chesney and Koscielny that had a mix-up that left. Was it Obafemi Martins?
That's the one.
Yeah.
Obafemi.
Yeah.
What a lad.
Just like had the easiest goal in a cup final you'll ever have in your life.
Yeah.
I mean, you could also say great positioning. If he's not in that position, he doesn't score.
Poacher.
Yeah. But if you don't gamble. But yeah, that was painful. That was the first cup final I ever watched Arsenal in.
Really?
I think, yeah, because I'd watched like Henry and Vieira and stuff like that previously, but I'd never actually seen them in the cup final. I might. Oh, I know.
I don't think you're in a cup final for
I
a long time.
I might have watched a bit of the Champions League.
Yeah, when Sol Campbell scored.
Yeah, I might have watched a little bit of that, but I
Yeah.
don't think I still don't think I was fully appreciative of what that was. This I knew because it was Wembley. I knew full well that it was like how big the game was. It was hard to watch Arsenal because they weren't always on TV up here. Like I think it was when kind of Sky and stuff that were really putting their foot down on the sponsorship deals and stuff like that, and were really like taking charge of like football. And it's hard to watch the Premier League if you didn't have Sky. I mean, you remember. I mean, I'd probably be the same. It's like you remember when you were younger and stuff like that. It's like, oh, have you got Sky? Have you got Sky? And it'd be all about watching like Cartoon Network and stuff like that, and like.
Oh,
Sky's,
I didn't have Sky either.
Yeah, it's just you go into your mates. Oh, have you got Sky? And it's like, yeah. I mean,
I was a Freeview child.
Same. We were, and then eventually my mom started working for Sky, and then that made things a lot easier.
Cheaper rates.
Absolutely cheaper. We got it for free, didn't we? Still have it for free even. But yeah, no. So obviously, kind of going off on a slight tangent there, but listen, it's all good.
That's all right. I've got my scarf from the final. If you want to see it, Spud.
Oh yeah, I know.
Yeah, you can show that.
I mean, it's a good thing that we're not currently on like webcam right now. It's all in recording. So what I'll do is I'll see it later, and I'll just like, I don't know, maybe I'll.
I was kind of waving it while you were speaking about it.
maybe I'll edit something on it. You know, just get Odin Bailey's face. You know, that's what I'll put on it.
Yeah, what a legend, Odin Bailey.
He may better play for you next season. Like he just has to.
Honestly, we just never play him, man. I can't believe we keep blowing him out to you.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'll take him back next season if it's going, but like he's
probably let him go. Yeah.
I mean, he just signed a contract extension as well, so but yes. Anyway, obviously we're going off a tangent. We'll divert back to kind of content creation a little bit. And I was kind of wanting to ask, obviously for people that maybe don't know who you are, you know, the people that live under a rock. What kind of games in that do you play? What kind of content do you like to produce?
So I'm predominantly a FIFA streamer.
Yeah.
I've got Elite 3 a few times, so I'm pretty good. I got Rank 4, last week, so pretty good at FIFA. I wouldn't say so myself. No, I'm pretty terrible. People just watch me for conversation. I play other games, so I play like F1. I used to play GTA a lot.
Yeah.
That used to be like a weekly thing. Obviously, I don't play that now because I'll get DDoSed.
Yeah, angry people.
Yeah, angry people. Play like Trivial Pursuit, Monopoly. I'm a bit like Statham, really. I'm a bit of a variety streamer.
There you
Flight
go.
Simulator.
Simulator.
Yeah, when FIFA's dead in the summer.
Yeah, but
it's the best time.
Flight Simulator.
Flight Sim.
I mean, I've been in your slots streams as well. They are something. Like
the William LRTG.
Yeah, William LRTG. I mean, I was there when you bet. Was it 40p? I think it was.
Yeah, so I always start off with a £5 on William Hill, and then I go on slots first, and then I went down to about £1.50, and then this is my last bet, and I had about 40p left. 24 black, bash, big win, 56 quid, I think it was.
That is
lovely stuff.
That is crazy.
And then once you win once, your luck comes in. I went up to about 95 quid.
95. Oh, yeah. I don't think I was there for that. I was there for like the celebration, because that was a moment and a half on stream. Like chat went mental. I called it,
and then I know.
It was just.
It was crazy.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. If the clip's still there, I'll see if I can get it.
I'll send it over.
Yeah, I'll see if I can get it on the podcast next.
24 for the boys. Let's go. 40p. Come on, 24. It's what we need. Yo! No! Yo! 56 quid! Let's go! Big dub! Let's fucking go! fucking go. That man. Ah! Mad.
But yeah, so obviously, well, that's the kind of content you do at the moment. What kind of content you're thinking maybe you could do going into the future? Is it always going to be games for you, or are you going to look at maybe doing other things? Do you think maybe more IRL?
It is hard to think about the future of what you want to create because I've been thinking about it quite a lot.
Yeah.
Obviously, with taking a part time at work and going full time streaming, I do think I need to branch out a little bit. So I've been getting into TikTok recently.
Yeah.
TikTok's huge for the algorithm and reaching out to people.
Yeah,
It doesn't really convert to Twitch viewers, but it gets your content out there.
Yeah, 100%. I mean,
yeah.
I mean, it's a hard the platforms right now are all in very weird places.
I think it was so inflated during lockdown.
Yeah,
that it just kind of had a little crash. Like,
well, it is. It's like you need to get into the algorithm at either like early in the morning or at kinda tea time. Like, those are the prime times to kinda be to get you to have a video that's just hit the algorithm. But posting at the right time is difficult because you got to kind of predict when it's going to appear. People.
I think I posted one at like 8 p.m. and it was my best ever one. I was like, surely if I posted it at like midday, it reached more people. But
you'd think as well. I mean, I've been keeping tabs on, obviously, James has been doing amazing. He's been posting loads of TikToks and stuff like that, and obviously it's helped grow the stream as well. He's just the one example that I've kind of got because he's continued to do that, and it's kind of growing into the stream as well. I mean, in fairness, you've not really. I kind of obviously always kind of kept tabs on your streams as well, and you've never really dipped in viewers. Like, you've got a very solid core that are always there, no matter what, even if it is Fergus. Even if it is.
Sometimes it is just Fergus. We've mentioned him 3 times now. He's gonna be buzzing.
Yeah, he's in a YouTube video.
He's gonna say we're obsessed with him.
Mom, get the camera. It's like you've got a very solid core to your community, and obviously that building that is one of the biggest things. Like, that's one of the hardest things. I mean, how have you managed to build that? Do you think, like, what's helped massively? You think over the whole time?
The way I see it is, it's just like being with my mates.
Yeah,
and I feel like sometimes that does hold me back a little bit because I see these big streamers and they're not like as personal with the viewers.
Yeah,
like, I like to know people's lives and stuff. Like, if they come into the stream, I'll be like, "Oh, how was your night out last night?" or "How was your exam?" or stuff like that. And I feel like if you want to get really big, you kind of have to focus more on the game, and kind of lose it. But I don't want to lose that.
Yeah, no,
that's kind of what I want to build. But
you absolutely get that. Yeah, you just kind of go up authentically rather than quickly.
Yeah.
And listen, it's your viewers definitely appreciate it because, like I said, I don't think I ever really see you ever below 30 viewers. Usually you're setting that mark.
Oh, but no, to be honest, yeah, recently it has been quite hard, and I feel like I've been streaming a bit less over the past few months, and my progress on Twitch has been.
I mean, I should add, like Twitch in general right now is not in a good place.
Yeah,
right.
I can't beat myself up about that. I gotta think about that as well.
To explain for anyone that's not aware, I'll explain it briefly. So Twitch announced about a week or 2 ago, I think it was, that basically if you were a partner with Twitch, if you had average numbers that were usually above at least 100, you were getting a 70-30 split of all the revenue that you were getting from Twitch. So
were they?
They were getting 70-30. So basically, all partners were getting 70% of what subs and all that, and Twitch was getting 30. The problem is Twitch are now in a money grab situation. They've now just all of a sudden, without warning, changed it to 50-50. So if you were, I think I calculated, I think it was Ludwig who had the most ever subscriptions on Twitch history ever. I think it was like 280,000 subscribers he had at one month. So he was taken away, I think it was like £990,000 he would have been taken away.
Wow.
Now with this split, all of a sudden, he then goes down to £700,000. So in the space of a month, with no warning, he's lost £290,000. Just in that, just because Twitch have decided that they need more money, and are taking it from all these big streamers, and this is one of the reasons as to why the movement towards YouTube is starting to grow and gain a bit more traction. I mean, it's not the only reason, but it's one of the biggest right now.
I think it's interesting. I do.
Yeah, it's.
I feel like it's so hard with someone that's trying to pursue a full-time
Mhm.
content creation. It is so hard to see 50% of your income that people have paid for
Mhm.
with the hard-earned money just to go to Twitch when all they do is run ads.
Yeah,
And just
one of the things as well
do
that's
nothing
kind of I've also noticed more and more recently is all the ads that you're getting are all Amazon. There's
Yeah.
no really anymore where you're getting
Oh,
ads that are actually other things.
Audible ads.
Yeah,
Oh, the Immortal Lord of Dreams. He does my head in.
yeah,
And little kids, honestly. Oh,
a
it's just the
Lord
way he
of
says it as
Dreams.
well.
Yeah.
The Immortal Lord of Dreams. I'm like, just piss off, mate. Honestly, it does my head in every time.
Yeah, you know what? There's a guy in one of those adverts that I used to think just looked exactly like you. I don't know if anyone else.
Yeah,
Yeah,
people have said that.
yeah,
Was it like a dentist or something?
yeah. It was.
Yep, I've had that lots
Aye.
of times.
Yeah, it was just yeah. I mean, let's see. I mean, if you maybe turn your head to the left or something like that, maybe people can kind of see, because you see the guy from the side profile. They would see whether or not they
It's
recognize
because
you.
he's got a big nose. That's what it is. He's got a huge nose.
uh, people are just nosy, you know.
Yeah, I know. It sounds nosy earlier, to be fair.
Aye.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. So obviously that's one of the biggest reasons for people moving over to YouTube, because YouTube, no matter what, has always got a 70-30 split. Like
Oh, is that even if you're not a partner?
well, no, you have to be a partner to get to that. But to get a partner
Okay.
that's the 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours.
Oh.
So
Oh, right. Okay.
so basically to start earning money and monetizing to become a YouTube partner, it's hard to get to,
Mhm.
and a lot of people don't reach that like straight away. Like even
Yeah.
right now, like I've been on YouTube for a while, but in fairness, I have not really posted as heavily. But it's
Mhm.
a hard feat to get to. But basically, that's one of the reasons why so many people are moving over. With these big content creators also moving over, that's also saturating the amount of people that are currently on Twitch. So as viewers, so this has caused a lot of issues. The fact that obviously there's now less viewers in the pool as there was before. Less people are now going to Twitch for live streams, and they're starting to go to. I should add, this is very infancy. Like this is still very early. It's still very
Inside news.
raw. For YouTube in the live stream biz, even though it's been around for maybe 2 years, I think live streaming on YouTube, they're still fixing it right now. I mean, let me put raids as the reason. YouTube recently added raids. They don't call it that, but they've called it. Oh, what's it called?
Okay.
It's called something like
Yeah.
live redirect, which no one's gonna call it that.
Mhm.
Everyone's gonna call it raid. But it's a bit broken at the moment, but the concept is there. So basically, a YouTuber called Harris Heller tested this. So he went from his main YouTube channel to his live stream one. So the Alpha Gaming one, he live streamed on there, had 1,000 people in the live stream. For to raid somebody, both people have to be subscribed to each other. That prevents hate raids, which were apparently a thing on Twitch. I never saw them personally.
Hate raids.
Yeah, hate raids. So I think
like full of hate.
So basically, people would you get these massive amount of raids, but it'd be just coming in shouting abuse, shouting all sorts of things that you couldn't moderate quick enough.
Wow.
So basically, they'd all come in and they'd say all these profanity words and stuff like that. That basically, all these slurs and stuff like that would make it really difficult to edit, and a lot of people had to just end the stream to kind of stop it.
Oh wow.
So yeah, these were a thing, and these were quite big in like some big Twitch streamers. And and it became a real problem as well, because obviously people kept making new accounts after getting banned, so that was causing more and more problems. Now YouTube fixed that by doing the verification of that. The problem is as well, once also being subscribed to each other, you also then have to allow, like manually allow that content creator to raid you. So if I want to say for WillJeffs YouTube channel to raid mine, I have to allow that. So I have to go into my settings, type in his YouTube channel, so that he is then allowed to raid me.
Okay.
So
how's that setting on Twitch?
Say again.
How's that setting on Twitch? But I think everyone's just got automatically set to everyone.
Yeah, so you can set that to everyone. So that's one of the functions that they've kind of asked for in the FIFA. But at the same time, it's kind of like they've also asked what to do to prevent hate raids. Why not just allow a button that will allow you to ban everyone that comes from that Z raid? So if you come from that raid, you're banned from that everyone for typing in chat in that one, which makes sense. I get that as well.
It's YouTube. Like, you think they'd have the capacity to do a raid function.
Yeah. It's only a week in. Like, it's only just come about. And gifted members is also coming. So again, memberships is a different thing on YouTube, which will allow. It's obviously it's the subscription service that's on Twitch. So obviously you get rid of ads, you support the streamer, and again it's a 70-30 split. The benefit you have with these memberships is you can set as many tiers as you want and whatever price you want. So you can set the membership subscription for £1, and like most people most people have got £1. So they could do that, and then you can make the second tier maybe the same price as a normal subscription. So if people want to give you maybe a little bit more money, they could do. And then you can set a massive tier and maybe say like all these extra benefits that you get with this. I did one for Harris Heller yesterday. I was kind of exploring it a little bit more. So the first one's £1, and you get all the emotes. You get all these emotes. I think there's something like 12 emotes that you get with this £1 that you can use in this chat. And then you got the mid tier, which I think is just the normal price of the subscription. So if you wanted to be more generous, you could. And then the 12 one, it was like $12.99. He said the highest one, which is one I paid for. And you get entered into giveaways and all sorts. And Harris then subscribes to your YouTube channel. So like you got all these things. So basically, that would allow him then to raid me. So then I can allow that raid to happen. It's
sick.
Yeah. So obviously there's a lot of things that they're kind of adding to YouTube. It's it's an ever growing platform. There's a lot that still needs to happen before it's where Twitch is right now. A lot of people, obviously, there's a stigma as well. If you go to YouTube, you're not typically going to go watch a live stream, right? If you're going on there right now, you're going to watch like a YouTube video, whether or not it's like Talk Sport or something like that. You're going to go watch like So you got to go watch my videos, like them all, comment on how much you love them, and how handsome I am. You just typically going to do it. Simply handsome. Oh Jesus. Again, it's at it again. But yeah, it's aye. So obviously that's the kind of. I was gonna separate this what I was saying there into a separate YouTube video, but that's kind of the gist of the whole battle at the moment. Well, I say battle, it's not really a battle. It's just how YouTube's growing versus how Twitch is self-destructing right now.
Yeah, I'd say that, especially with the hot tub streams and stuff.
There was the hot tub streams. There was the gambling ones, like the
I hate gambling. I hate people that gamble on stream.
Yeah,
terrible people.
Yeah, but this was the case where like some of these were really bad. And it's the fact that like there's the age restriction on Twitch is like not high. There's no real there's no real verification for it. So it's it's not high, not great at all. But yeah, so that's roughly what that's in. I mean, obviously, going forward, I'll continue to keep streaming on YouTube and experiment and find out things. Because there is a few things that also maybe yourself will probably need to know going into YouTube streaming as well. So for those that don't know as well, you have to enable your account to live stream, and that takes 24 hours. So if you want to live stream, you can't just do it off the bat. This is one of the things that so like with Twitch, if you think half your, well, let's say half the viewers, I'd say 30% at least of all your viewers are going to be people that have live streamed at least once.
Yeah, I'd say so.
At least once, and it's because it's easy. You can do it from your console. You can't currently live stream to YouTube from your console. So this is what has attracted so many people to Twitch. That's why there's so many people that go on Twitch. You've also got the difference of the fact that there's also apparently 6 times the amount of viewers on YouTube as there is on Twitch, but just not people looking for live streams. That's the difference. I've kind of gone off on a slight tangent. I've just kind of going on YouTube versus Twitch.
Right, but you crack on, mate.
Yeah,
Sweet.
yeah. Well,
I'm enjoying this.
Yeah, well. Yeah, you're just listening to this at the moment.
I didn't know all this.
Yeah, it's
Sweet.
so I've been spending quite a lot of time on kind of researching this and whatnot, and trying to prepare myself for YouTube, and kind of know what I need to know going forward. So like with the YouTube as well, if you want a live stream, you have to have a thumbnail for it as well, which is hard to do because you don't always know what your live stream is going to be about. So typically what people do is they just get a live thumbnail. So if people see this thumbnail, they know it's a live stream, which I'm currently asked Unity Manic to start making me a couple, so that I've got a few generic ones that I can throw up depending on what content I'm making on that stream. So if it's F1, for example, I'll have a thumbnail that's got F1 in it, so that people can see it. So I've got a few made at the moment. I just pay attention to do that. So that'll be coming soon. You've also on that you can't. I only found this out yesterday. On YouTube, you can set the game, and people can search via the game. I made the mistake yesterday of when I was live streaming F1 that I put the wrong game in. I'd actually put in F1 2022, which is the newest one, which isn't out yet.
Early release.
Yeah, so
game early.
Yeah, it's like guys just
come.
A
lot of viewers thinking you did.
I actually started to get them. Yeah, because I think I think I went up to like 12 years, which at the time was actually quite a lot. I wasn't expecting it.
To be fair, it kind of looked the same, so you might
yeah,
be able to get away with it for a little bit.
Yeah, for a little bit. The guy was asking me, how did I get early access to this game? And I'm like, what are you on about?
Just know people.
And then it occurred to me, as like, no, the game I'm on is 2021, not 2022. So yeah, people can search by the game. I found that out there. I didn't realize they could. So, but yes, I gained a few subscribers for it, so at the end of the day, it kind of worked. It's kind of like what people do with
spud baiting people out.
I've started the clickbait. I've started the clickbait game. You know, it's a slippery slope from there. I mean, people do it on like Pokemon and stuff like that. Like, on that game, what people do is that they will put as their game whatever the newest one is, and then they'll play one of the other ones. So that because that way they're in, like, people will search for the newest one. They won't search for any of the old games.
Okay, yeah.
So they do it that way, but obviously no point me doing that on YouTube, because all I'm gonna get is a lot of disappointed people thinking that I've got the game early and I'm gonna see gameplay. Oh no, it's the old one, and very bad gameplay. I got the wheel yesterday as well. And
are you finding it?
Oh my god, there's a clip on my YouTube of my reaction to the feedback as soon as I, like, the very first thing I did when I got the wheel. And
you drive a car, Spud?
I do.
Is it like driving a car?
No, it's like driving a go-kart. The feedback is strong.
Okay.
Imagine your car didn't have power steering, and that's what this is like. And I got to say, it's unbelievable. Like, this wheel, right? It's like, you feel every bump in the road. Like, it's,
what wheel did you get?
Logitech G920.
I think that's the one. Yeah, that's the one I've heard about as well.
It's expensive. It's 240 quid. Yeah. But wow, it's
worth it.
Yeah, it's genuinely like going to the arcade. I mean, I miss going to the arcade back in the day. You remember the novelty of going to the arcades back in the day?
There's an arcade cocktail bar in Birmingham,
Oh,
and with the racing,
that,
I've been on it a few times. It's good.
well, listen, it's like I'll have to maybe head through to Birmingham at some point.
Yeah. I'm
Well,
sleeping for a night out.
yeah, I would do. My brother's just sold his house in Coventry now, so I don't know where he's moving to. So for all I know, maybe he's moving
Oh,
to the centre of
anywhere's better
Birmingham.
than Coventry. So
Yeah, that's what I keep hearing. People don't like Coventry, but however,
people in Coventry hate Coventry.
well,
That's how bad it is.
you know what's mental though? It's like my brother was his house was listed for 200. No, he
Mm.
bought it for 200. He listed it for 210, and then it sold for like 240 or something.
Oh, well.
Yeah, like people were just looking for houses. They didn't even care what house it was. They just wanted the house.
That's what I'm doing at the moment. Trying to look for a house.
Oh man,
Crazy.
yeah, it's mental.
Mm.
Like he's he's not looking at a house yet to move into. Like he's gonna probably come back up here. Luckily he's got to take the spare room so I can keep my stream room. Because this was his bedroom before. And I've got my bedroom through there. I don't sleep in here, despite the fact there's a bed here. This is
I did always wonder that. To be fair.
yeah, no, I don't sleep here. The reason I moved everything into a different room is because like even if I turn off everything, there's still lights and noises that come from all the equipment I've got. So it was keeping me up at night, so I couldn't sleep properly. So I moved it all into a different room so that I had the option there. And I knew full well that if I was in a different room, the content I would be making would just be would be better. I just knew it would be. Because I'd have a bit more room. Where I was before was just a bit cramped. I don't know if you remember my old setup. Like it before I was moved into this room. Basically I was to kind of describe my room. Basically it's kind of in a how did I describe this? It's kind of like a Lego brick shape.
Okay.
That's the only way I can kind of describe it. So it's a big square, and then it's got this kind of lip at the top, like you would with like Lego bricks. So if you're looking at a Lego brick side on, that's the kind of shape my room's in. And in that little lip at the top, where the window and the radiator was where I put my desk, and it was at a kind of L shape. And I should add, I am known for being a bit scuffed, right? I am, right? The desk I had was not connected properly. The way that I connected it, it was an L-shaped desk, but I didn't have enough room to make it a proper L-shaped desk. So what I did is I took a part out of it, which I was supposed to connect the two together, and I just planted one of the slabs of wood on top of the other one and put it on top of one of the sets of legs. So it was an L shape, but I'd cut out a little bit of it. And now that I've no longer got that, one of the parts of the desk is completely usable as a single, but the other one is completely mangled beyond belief because of how I had it set up before. And that used to hold my consoles and stuff like that on top of this slab of wood that was just not connected to anything. It was just lying on top, and I had my monitor on the wall and one of the monitors to the side as well, which I have here as well. These are all still getting used now. This monitor that I'm using right now, I got for my 18th birthday, so it's almost 10 years old. This monitor.
I've seen you set up. You sent me your setup.
Yeah,
before.
I've got it on Instagram as well. With the standing desk as well.
Yeah. How is the standing desk? Is it good?
Oh, one of the best purchases I've ever made. Genuinely, it like the legs, like it's hard to describe how good it actually is. Like when I'm standing up and I always stand up for the podcast because I genuinely, when I'm coaching or something like that, I like to move. I don't like sitting still. I like to be able to move my hands. I like to be able to kind of express myself a bit more. I feel like I've got a bit more energy. If I'm sitting down, I feel like maybe I'm a slightly robotic. Like I'm a little bit more hemmed in, and I don't really express what I'm like. With the standing desk as well, it's helped my back massively. That's also one of the big reasons I got it, because with the desk before, I was leaning over a lot, and And
What do you do about the steering then?
steering,
Is
so
that what,
I
do you sit
put
down for that, or do you
yeah,
stand
yeah,
up?
I sit down for that. So the
Okay.
I put the desk as low as it will go. So this
Yeah.
desk goes very low, right? Typically when I'm streaming, I don't put it as low as it can go, because it's like it. Well, I just wouldn't normally. I put it down low. It attaches to the bit here, where I'm pointing to, which you can't see at the moment. But yeah, push the keyboard back, and it just sits right in the middle, and it's quite cool because this desk has got a kind of lip here, so I'm kind of locked in
Mhm.
to this, and I've got the pedals below the desk as well. Now luckily with the cable on them is quite long, so I can still move the desk up and down. It's not a problem. It's a bit fiddly getting the steering wheel set up, but it is. I might try it standing up, but I'm
Yeah,
half
I think I would feel a bit weird.
I'm half worried that the
Mhm.
feedback on the steering wheel will RKO my desk. Like
Yeah.
when I'm saying it's strong, I'm not kidding in any way. It I put it to 150. So to clarify, when you first load into F1, it's got the feedback setting. It starts at 100, so maximum. Well, not maximum. Starts at 100. Typically speaking, right now I'm using it at 70. I know Staten uses it at 50, and he's still sweating after every league race.
Is it that much hard work?
Oh,
Oh my god.
it's mental, but it's
My
like
thumbs hurt.
but genuinely, it feels unreal doing it. Like
Mm.
it's crazy. So yeah, he's got it at 50. I've got it at 70 because I just liked having that extra kind of feel behind the wheel. Even if I'm not doing
Mhm.
that great, it's just what I enjoy. Um, so I said that I tried it at 150, and I genuinely could not stop the wheel from shaking side to side. I was using every ounce of strength I had to try and stop it from going side to side, like it was vibrating. Because you were just feeling every single fiber of the road. And it's crazy. I'll be streaming it a little bit more, so you'll probably get an opportunity to see it. The idea is I wanted to use the GoPro so you could actually see me using the wheel
Oh,
properly.
GoPro on your head.
No,
That's like
no,
a
no.
POV. Oh.
The camera that I use right now is the GoPro. It's a
Oh, okay.
it's a GoPro Hero 5. I bought it
Yeah,
for
yeah.
60 quid off eBay, and it's a 4K camera. So
Oh, banging.
yeah, there was a YouTube video that I watched that showed the benefits of using this over my webcam. The only downside I've got at the moment is the battery life of the GoPro is very temperamental. It goes up and down quite a bit. So usually need to keep buying a battery for it every now and then. But the batteries are under a tenner.
Yeah, yeah.
So they're really not bad. And it doesn't even come close to the cost of the mirrorless cameras that cost like ridiculous money.
Oh no,
Um,
mate.
definitely. But yeah. Yeah, that's using the wheel and stuff like that. Obviously, like kind of content I'm looking at. I love doing the podcast. Podcasts are unreal, right? Because I can talk shit and people listen. You know,
Oh, Spud, we love to hear you talk, mate.
yeah,
That's what we're all here.
yeah, and I love the fact what I love even more. I get a slight semi here in this mic. You know, like my voice on this mic. This microphone is unbelievable.
Mhm.
For anyone that's wondering what microphone it is, I can tell you literally right now because I sent it to what's his face Chuffsters because I was sending them like what one I was getting. It's the Shure M7X. It's not the M7B, which is the one that you will see all the big content creators have got this microphone. The Shure M7B. It kind of looks like this one. It's just a bit longer. That one is about 380 quid. And that is genuinely the best microphone you can get if you have an ever so slight echo or the place that you're in it doesn't have perfect audio settings. That is the best microphone you can get.
I
But
think I
even
might
then,
need that.
yeah. This one I've got is 130 quid. This one I'm using. It is designed for podcasts. It's got voice isolating technology. So if I compared my old microphone. So see if you listen to one of my old podcasts and then listen to this one and kind of hear the differences in my voice. It's massive. Like you wouldn't notice it heavily right now, but if you go hear them back to back, there's an echo with the other one. There's absolutely nothing with this one. Like this microphone is incredible. And I'm honestly so happy with it. It's expensive, but nowhere near as expensive as it could have been. Like, you can search up the Shure range and like see how expensive it could be. This microphone does come in a USB format. This one's the XLR only. That's why this one's so cheap, because to have this one you also have to have a Go XLR amp, which is about another £100. But I recommend anyone to get the Go XLR mini amp and the and this mic, because it's just an unbelievable combination. And also having the fact that you can turn the volume up and down through sliders is also pretty cool on the Go XLR. It's a cool function. I mean, I'm not a tech YouTuber, so I won't begin to kind of go into the full ins and outs of why this microphone is the better than every other one. The only downside if you are going to go for this mic is that this microphone has to be in shot all the time. If I like, let me kind of demonstrate. I mean, people that are on podcasts that are on Spotify, you won't really be able to tell this that well, but if you're on YouTube, you'll see. If I step back slightly, you're gonna barely be able to hear me from here. If I face away from it, I'm gonna have to really raise my voice for you to be able to hear me. So you have to be this close all the time. To get the best possible use out of this microphone. You can be heard in the other parts of the room, but it sounds like you're miles away. So yeah, that if you're looking for other microphones, you can always look at shotgun microphones. They're pretty good. For like this was one that I recommend to chuffs, because you don't have to have that in shot. In fact, you wouldn't have that in shot normally. Shotgun microphone, you put it on top of your monitor. As long as it's pointing at you, it will hear you. So I spent a lot of time going through microphones as well, kind of learning all the technology. This podcast kind of really taken a U-turn. I've kind of just decided, I'm gonna waffle and talk about YouTube. I'm gonna talk about technology.
Yeah, it's your podcast, Spud. You crack on, Blake.
Yeah, but the idea behind this is that we find out more about you. It's just we'll find out
you know now that I like listening to Spud.
Yeah.
L-shaped tables and microphones.
I mean, I was gonna ask, what does your family make of you streaming? Like, how aware are they of it?
So I live with my mum and sister, and I think they've just accepted it. Like, they don't really understand it.
Okay, yeah.
But there's just a setup in the corner of the lounge that they just see every time they go downstairs.
All right.
So they kind of just ignore me and just let me do my own thing. My nan came over the other day. She thinks I'm a TV presenter or something like that. She's nuts. She thought something like that. I think
we're gonna see Will on Good Morning Britain.
Piers Morgan can swivel on it, mate. He's a right enough. I'll replace it.
Aye, definitely.
Yeah, but that's what they think. My girlfriend she likes it as well. Obviously, it does take a lot of time to stream.
Yeah,
because I used to stream after work all the time.
Yeah.
And obviously, I stream in the evening, so I can't really text for like 3 hours or be with her every evening, and it is quite hard. It is quite hard in a relationship compared to being single streaming. Yeah, definitely.
So the chat is to blame it on your missus for the
yeah. So if I don't stream, just blame it on her. Don't give me grief. Just blame it on her, boys.
Yeah. Oh dearie me. Sorry, we won't give our Instagram or something, so they can all send abuse. That's not on.
They already know her Instagram and stuff.
Bloody Fergus is at it again.
They were trying to follow her. Yeah. All the weirdos trying to follow her.
Yeah. I don't know why I keep pointing out. Fergus is the only one I just because I think of his name. He's the one I hear you say the most probably.
Yeah, he's just the one we abuse in the stream all the time. So yeah.
Well, listen, at least he's had his 15 minutes of fame in a YouTube video and on Spotify as well. His name's everywhere now. He's big time. But no, fair enough. I mean, my family's a bit. They're alright with it. I mean,
what do they think of it?
You know what? It's a hard. The way that it gets put across the easiest to them is whenever I point out maybe the monetary value that it does actually
Yeah, as soon as you
contribute.
start talking about money, they're like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah,
Start.
yeah,
Like, "Oh, really?"
that's the easiest for people to actually understand the ins and outs and
Mm,
why we'll do it. Like as soon as they know that there's a financial benefit to it. Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you go for it.
mm,
I mean, I've been quite lucky that nearly everything that's on my desk I have got through streaming or some sort of content creation.
yeah, yeah.
So it's all been built up slowly, but I mean, I say that the microphone, the deck, and the wheel that didn't come from streaming. I hadn't streamed in a while, but everything else, the keyboard, the graphics
All the
card,
little
the
things.
memory sticks, the GoPro, the
Yeah.
lights, the extra monitor, the even to an extent the games consoles as well, all came from streaming money. So it was easy for me to point out, look, this is actually the benefit of me doing this. I have gained, look at all my stuff. Yeah, this is what I've gained, and that once they could actually see the visuals from it, I think it made it a lot more sense now.
Yeah, because they just see you, like, gaming every night, and they're
Yeah,
just like,
yeah,
"Is he ever gonna grow out of this?" I know.
yeah,
Kinda like my job. A little
it,
bit.
it's a hard game, but listen, it like you get out of it what you put into it at the end of the day,
Like,
and as long as you keep putting more and more in, it's a hard game. You're competing against everyone, but at the same
mm,
time, everyone is also supporting you at the same time. So it's a very bizarre game as well. Like there's no other business that really quite works like this.
no,
Um,
there isn't.
so it's yeah, but listen, it's I'm sure we'll be seeing WillJeffs plastered all over Good Morning Britain one day.
One
Um,
day. I actually don't watch TV anymore, you know. I really don't
I,
watch TV.
I,
I just watch YouTube and Twitch.
yeah,
Really,
YouTube and
TV.
like the football, um, Netflix, Disney
Mm.
Plus, Amazon Prime.
Yeah, but normal TV, I just never watch it.
Yeah,
Crazy.
why would I wait to watch something when I
Yeah,
can
yeah,
get it on demand? It's
exactly.
it's kind of just killed the old way of it. I mean, there was point of paying a TV license anymore now.
I
Yeah.
haven't paid one. Oh, no, don't say
Whoa.
one. Oh, I was at
Whoa.
uni for 3 years and BBC iPlayer. Yeah, I'd tick yes every time.
Yeah.
They don't need to know anything else.
Oh, jeez. What was it you went to uni for?
So I did BTEC sport at college,
Hmm.
and then I went to uni in 2015,
Hmm.
and I did sports business management,
All
and my
right.
dream was to always have my own gym.
Oh yeah.
Um, and a lot of people don't really know that I went to uni. They just think because I kind of like quit uni
Hmm.
halfway through my third year,
Right.
just because well, I got into a few like personal issues at uni and stuff.
Hmm.
And that's after that is when I started to get into PTing, and I went back to college, did my PT course,
Hmm.
and then got into PTing. But yeah, uni I did sports business, did my first year fine, and then uni's just like it's just a massive party
Yeah.
basically
I mean, I
with your
mean,
mates.
I mean, listen, mate. You're looking for a place, in a house or something like that. You could always just
Yeah,
start renting out your garage, but with
yeah,
PT
yeah, could do.
equipment.
Yeah.
I mean, when are we gonna see a live stream of you doing the fitness classes over Twitch?
Um, over Twitch. Oh, I don't know about that one. When I first started Twitch, I did think about it because there was a
Hmm.
lot of there was like, oh, what's that guy with the long hair in London called?
Joe Wicks.
Joe Wicks. Yeah, I was
Yeah,
thinking of like doing what he does
yeah, yeah,
when I bought all my streaming stuff, but I
yeah.
ended up doing pub quizzes every Friday night. This is how I started Twitch, doing pub quizzes every Friday night, getting drunk,
Yeah.
and yeah, that's how I started Twitch, just to my mates.
Hmm.
So the fitness side kind of fell off a bit, but
Oh, I mean, yeah, yeah. Same lockdown fitness side for me fell off. Yeah, I wasn't,
yeah,
I wasn't fat before. No, no, not at all.
it's good for PTs.
Yeah,
After lockdown, everyone came back to the gym. Pretty
yeah,
sweet.
definitely.
Mm.
Were you
Yeah,
lucky
'cause-
enough to avoid COVID?
I've had it once,
Right.
and I had 2 vaccines, and I got it once, and then
Hmm.
I was quite knocked out by it, but
Aye. As
yeah,
I've been
what
quite
about you?
lucky. Touch wood. I've never had it.
Mhm.
Despite being one of the first people in the UK that had to isolate. I can't go into too much detail with
Oh,
it.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But basically, I was told at this time I only knew of one person that I knew had it,
Mm.
and like kind of like there wasn't just a person that I knew. It was a person in general in the whole country I knew that had it. Like that
Mhm.
was what was known.
Oh, wow.
Then it jumped to 5 people on the week that I was still isolated, the first week. But there, like we still didn't know an awful lot about this virus. So when I got told that I had to isolate, I was bricking it, absolutely bricking it, because we didn't know an awful lot about it. So I'm
Nah,
just there.
literally.
I'm just there going, oh no, like
Shit.
I, I'm going to die. Like this is how I am going out. A deadly virus. I'm not even going to turn into a zombie. I'm just gonna like wait. Am I going to turn into a zombie? Like Hey, listen, we didn't know anything about it, so
Would you rather turn into a zombie or die straight away?
uh die straight away because I
I'd
don't
rather be a zombie.
I never got into like The Walking Dead or anything like that.
Oh,
Like
nah, same, but
you
just
know,
be like Call of Duty zombies, innit?
Call of Duty,
Kinda. Yeah.
people kill you to get
Infinity Total in Cineworld.
yeah.
That's the one. Be sick. I'd be up for
Oh
that.
dear, yeah, it's just just all zombies decide to conjugate at the at the at the View Cinema. It's just aye. Right, yo. On that note, there, I think we'll call it a day. Thank you
Yeah, no
very
worries.
much for joining me
That's all right, mate.
today, Will. Like I said, team,
That's
Will's
great.
socials will be in the description below. You can catch him on twitch.tv/, WillJeffs. Feel free to check him out. Obviously, it's really funny content. Great guy to kind of be around. So make sure you go check him out there. Just watch out for Fergus. But yeah, all his socials are going to be in the description below. If you are new to the podcast, please do consider following, and make sure as well that if you're watching this on YouTube, you do subscribe as well, and leave a comment. It's all free. It all helps. Everyone be nice. I guarantee you that Fergus is going to dislike this video 100%.
We need a Fergus counter in the bottom, I think. I think we're on
Yeah,
6.
yeah,
He better
yeah.
like it.
Yeah, you better. It better be some sort
Pretty
of
pro, mate.
engagement. If he doesn't mention this in your stream, then
Oh, he definitely will.
you know he hasn't watched it.
The
Then
highlight of his life.
it's Uh, you could get people in your stream now just saying like, "Why have I not been mentioned? Where's my?"
Honestly, they're gonna be like, "Oh, you've got." Honestly, the amount of times I get, "Oh, you've got favourites." I'll just be like, "No."
Oh dear me. Right, yo,
Oh,
team. I'll
yeah.
catch you after. Look after yourselves. See you later, and adios.
See ya. Cheers, bud.